Not on the camera, mate. Not on the camera. Hello and welcome back to ThrillNet, bringing you everything thrill related in the UK and beyond via the internet. And today I'm bringing you a very special video because I've actually just hit 200 subscribers. And in terms of getting from 100 to 200 subscribers, I've actually done that quite quickly. And I've realised that a lot of you subscribed to the channel may not know a lot about me, you know, the guy behind the camera, me, Ben. So I thought I'd do a video today, you know, sharing some of that. So I'm going to be talking about everything in this video to do with me in terms of, you know, my favourite UK park, my favourite roller coaster, you name it. You know, who I hang around with, my relationship status.
As if you're going to find a woman.
I do apologise there for that rather rude interruption. So I thought I'd first of all then do a setup tour because I've never actually done one of these before. I'm not even shown my friends my setup, let alone do a video or part of a video on it. So here we go. We've got a windowsill down here and a window, and it's a pretty pointless window because it faces a wall in terms of the views you get from it. However, it's really good for bringing natural light into the room and ensuring that the lighting in my videos is good because I know you other YouTubers will know lighting's very important so that you can be seen in a video. And I've actually got down here a keyboard. Now, I don't actually play keyboard. A very good friend of mine who's a musician and composer gifted me this keyboard. And I don't know why, because I've told him, you know, I don't want to play keyboard, but here we are. But the stand here is very useful because when it's dark outside, I place my phone on here facing me and I turn my torch on, which gives off some artificial light. So even when it's dark outside, the lighting in my videos is still good because I can just use my phone here and bring in some artificial light, and you know, everything's all fine and good and well. And yeah, so coming over here, you may have seen this sort of area sometimes in the background of my videos. You'll see I've got a picture of me here on Revolution on ride photo. It was only my second ride, so I was terrified, as I'm sure you can see. And then we've got a stereo here, and we've also got an Alexa. And you know, I use these for blasting out the Icon soundtrack because I love the Icon soundtrack. Coming over here, you'll have seen this area in the background of lots of my videos. Got some unopened Icon merch and Valhalla merch because, you know, I don't know, I've just not bothered to open it. I can't be bothered, to be honest. Which brings us to the monitor and computer, which you'll have also seen in the background of a lot of my videos. And oh my word! Oh, I can't show you what's on that monitor. I didn't even realise that was on the screen. Oh my word, I'm glad the camera didn't quite get into view of what was on there. Oh my word, I know someone will be typing in the comments, come on Ben, show us what's on that monitor. What have you got going on there? But nah, not on the camera, mate. Not on the camera. Nah, that's not funny. So I thought then next I'd talk about my favourite UK theme park and my favourite roller coaster. So starting off then with my favourite roller coaster, I've actually ridden nearly 100 different roller coasters. Like, I've ridden loads. Now, I know in a lot of my videos I state that Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach is my favourite roller coaster. However, that's actually not true. The only reason I say that is because all my other friends, their favourite roller coaster is Icon. And they threaten me that if mine's not Icon, they won't be friends with me anymore. So in actual fact, I'm going to tell you the truth here because I'm feeling rebellious today and this video is all about the truth. My favourite roller coaster, in fact, despite it only really consisting of a vertical drop and a turn, is actually Oblivion at Alton Towers. And you know why? Because it's got that massive hole that you go into in the drop, and you know what's better than a massive hole like? You know, there's nothing else like it. There's no other hole like it on a coaster. So, you know, my favourite coaster's got to be Oblivion. In terms of theme parks, I've been here, there and everywhere, to be honest. As well as having visited, you know, loads of theme parks in the UK, I've visited Disneyland Paris, I've visited, you know, Europa Park, loads of theme parks in Florida. And, you know, people always say to me, you've been to too many parks, like, why'd you go to so many parks? And, you know, it's not nice, it's not clever. And I know you're all jealous because I get to go to parks and do what I want to do, but it's the way it is, isn't it? As for my favourite UK theme park, I know I often state that, you know, Blackpool Pleasure Beach is my favourite park. However, my actual favourite UK theme park is Alton Towers, and the reason I've not stated this before until this video where I'm revealing the truth about myself is because, you know, I didn't want to sound common. Every enthusiast, you know, theme park enthusiast says Alton Towers is the best theme park in the UK. And, you know, I wanted to be controversial and stand out. Moving on then, I thought I'd talk a bit about the people I hang around with. Now, there's three main people I hang around with, you know, at theme parks and other places, etc. And we call ourselves the Squad. And what an original name for our group. We call ourselves the Squad. And the first one of those, and you've seen him in my videos before, is Josh from Theme Park Mad. Now, I know I make this guy out in my videos to be a nice guy, but in actual fact, he's quite a sneaky, egotistical guy, to be honest, you know, and he's always, you know, copying my YouTube ideas. In November, I started doing short form content in the form of YouTube shorts, and he saw that this was doing well on my channel, so he thought he'd start copying, you know, this style of content, you know, copying my style, and, you know, it's just not on. And, you know, even sort of my titles, I'm seeing influences in my titles, in his titles now, and all sorts, and you know, I'm just sick of it now. You know, he keeps on copying all my ideas and, you know, my style. Oh, went a bit Australian then. Anyway, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because I need to beat this guy to 300 subscribers, and he's ahead of me at the moment. He's been ahead of me in terms of sub count for a while, and, you know, I started catching him up, you know, since I started implementing, you know, strategies like shorts and stuff. And now he's seen that those work for me. He started implementing them, obviously, and, you know, they're working for him, and his sub count started to accelerate again, and he's pulling, you know, further ahead of me again. But yes, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because I really need to beat this copycat to 300 subscribers. So the next person in this trio I'm going to talk about is my friend Ed, who some of you may know as Inverse Thrills on Instagram and YouTube. There's nothing, you know, cruel or mean that can be said about this guy, because, you know, he's a perfectly nice guy. And I tell you, he's a right comedian. As for his YouTube channel, you know, he attempted to start that, but, you know, he has other commitments. And particularly his comedy sketches that he started, and he's actually given me special permission to show you some exclusive footage from his latest comedy sketch being released in a couple of weeks, that's going to be known as a YouTuber's first video.
I thought, why not just start YouTube, go for it, have a nice little video, and yeah, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh, I broke my chain.
So there you go then, that was preview footage from Ed's latest comedy sketch being released in a couple of weeks, which aims to demonstrate the stereotypical troubles that new YouTubers typically encounter when recording their first ever YouTube video. Anyway, the third and final person I need to talk about in this trio is my good friend, musician and composer Ellis Grayson. Now, this is the guy that gifted me that keyboard I was on about before, and he is, to be honest, a really good musician and composer. However, he's also another really egotistical person. He's always posting, you know, on his story about his major new projects, and he's always, you know, posting little bits of composition he's done on his YouTube channel, and he always goes on about this jargon about minor sevenths and major fourths and 4-note scales, and the rest of us are just like, oh my word, just stop. And he's always on about how he's, you know, better than other people, and it just gets tiring. Like, none of us are musicians, we don't know what you're on about, and you're just a really egotistical person, to be honest. Oh, and I should also mention, there's an ex-member of the Squad known as Amelie. Now, you guys who watched the Blackpool Pleasure Beach opening day 2020 vlog will have seen her. She was pretty much forced out the Squad after a scrap between me and her at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, after I said to her that the Smile is a terrible roller coaster.
You want to scrap me?
But yeah, you know, Josh, Ed and Ellis, despite the flaws, I do hang around with them at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And one thing I actually never do on park, despite having an annual pass, is make use of my annual pass discount. Now, I know stuff like, you know, food and merchandise is obviously cheaper if you use your annual pass discount. But, you know, I don't bother. I prefer to pay the full price, to be honest. You're probably thinking, oh, a bit daft, but nah. Now for what you've all been waiting for, the truth about my relationship status. Now, I am actually in a very loving relationship. I know I state in a lot of my videos that I'm not in a relationship and sort of reference that. But I just do that as a tactic to try and encourage more viewers back to my videos. And just to clarify here, I am on about, you know, a proper relationship, not a relationship with my favourite coaster. So, yeah, and oh, my word, I'm being rung now, my girlfriend's ringing me. Oh, I better answer this. Hello? Babe? Hello? Are you there? Babe, are you there? I can't hear you. Hello? Hello? Well, it's safe to say I've bombarded you with quite a bit there about myself, but don't worry, I'm meeting up with Ed, Ellis and Josh on the 12th of April at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so I'll be sure to bombard you with even more about ourselves and what we're like behind the camera then. But yeah, it's the 1st of April 2021 today, as of when this video has been uploaded, and I can't believe it, you know. We've got less than 2 weeks to go now until the UK theme parks are set to reopen. And it's nice to see the weather improving as well. We've had some really bad weather over these past couple of weeks, but these last couple of days it's really started to warm up. It's very hot today, very humid. But be sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, you know, enjoyed learning a bit more about what I'm like behind the camera. And be sure to also hit the like button because it really does help out the channel. But yeah, thank you for watching everyone. And I'll see you in my next video. Oh, dearie me.